Welcome back. Now, this year's theme of the 4th annual BYKU Soweto Night Out centers around raising awareness and humanizing the faces of gender-based violence through a powerful night walk. Participants to engage with the poignant realities surrounding GBV while highlighting the resilience of the community. Throughout the night, the BYKU team aims to foster an environment of dialogue and reflection, and discussions will focus on the importance of community in combating GBV and supporting survivors. So the organizer of the Night Walk Nomsa Mazwai and tour guide Linda Dlamini join us now for more. Very good morning to you two. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having us in studio.
It's an absolute pleasure. You know, I'm so happy that you are here because we're discussing a very, very pertinent and important discussion. Hey, Let's first start with you, Nomsa. What really prompted you? What inspired you to engage in such an initiative, and how has it evolved over the years?
Soweto Night Out are night walking tours that are actually hosted any day of the year in South Africa. And not in South Africa, in Soweto. And any company can book. But the thing about Soweto Night Tours is that we work with community policing forums, we work with young tour guides, we work with the youth. And what we've done is we've created a social enterprise that monetizes the economic value of safety.
Yes.
We all benefit from safety. Safer communities, there's more job opportunities, there's just more vibrance. So there's an economic benefit to safety. And there's also a social benefit to safety. And I think today, especially with National Day of Prayer, I really hope they're praying for safety.
True.
Because safety could really change a lot of lives. South Africa is a beautiful country. Tourism in South Africa is one of the industries that employs more people than mining. If it was safer in South Africa, we could be looking at a much lower unemployment rate.
Yes.
And so Soweto Night Out is really monetizing the value of safety. And so we work with CPFs, and we've created safe night walking tours. BYKU we do every first Thursday of December during 16 days of activism. And the reason why we do it is because the work of Soweto Night Out was built by Funkata Walking, which aims to make it safe for a woman to walk at any time of day in any condition.
Yeah.
And this first Thursday provides us an opportunity to highlight the human cost of GBV. This year, that's what we're focusing on. I think we forget when we look at the stats and, you read the articles and, when you're looking at the numbers, you forget it's mothers, it's daughters, it's sisters, it's family, it's relationships.
Yeah.
And so through the night tour, we humanize the face of GBV, and we bring attention also to the human cost, but also the fact that GBV is costing us.
How are you bringing attention to that?
It's
just take us through the structure of the walk. How are these conversations had when we're walking?
So the lovely thing about our night walk this year, BYKU is taking place in Jabavu. So when you get a ticket, you get picked up from Rosebank. Your ticket includes your transport, your meal, your tour, everything.
Okay.
We pick you up from Rosebank. We go to Native Rebels in Jabavu. From there, we go to Ndaba, where we learn about the history of Africans and how Africans perceive the role of women. And women were very central in African culture.
Yes.
So we look at the African interpretation of the role of women, which is very important for us this year in BYKU. We go to Credo Mutwa's place, Ndaba. From there, we go up Oppenheimer Tower. We look at Soweto. We get a big panoramic view of Soweto. We go down. Then we go to June 16 Memorial Museum. All the museums open for us at night. That's the benefit of booking with Soweto Night Out Tours. Because when you are working or your business is of benefit to the community, everybody wants to make it work. And so the museums open at night. So you get this exclusive experience of the museum. Then we go back to the restaurant. When we're walking, there's a youth choir that's singing with us the entire route.
That is so cool.
We're singing songs that will empower you to want to do something. Our theme is Magwala acheche le morao hora huya rona kapilu tata kopili.
And perhaps one of the gentlemen playing a very important role is one of the tour guides, Linda. Linda, what does being a part of this night walk mean to you personally?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity in terms of coming here.
Yes.
So what happens is basically we're telling the story of Soweto from start to finish in terms of what was happening back in the day and what it is today. So these nowadays, it's just that as she's talking about safety, that's one of the major things that is very much not really aligned quite good for many people. So for us to actually provide that opportunity for many people to go at night, it's quite good for me. And as a young person, I get to be inspired by such that it's a very new program. It's quite new, and it's in Soweto, and many people perceive Soweto as a most dangerous place.
Yeah.
So for us, in terms of going into this space, it provides opportunity for people to come in and actually make something better for themselves. Because as young as we are, we get to see, you know, people that have been in the industry for a while, but they don't come up with new concepts. So this opportunity is quite good for young people to actually see how big it is.
Linda and Nomsa, great chatting to you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
joining
much for
us.
having
And
us.
you know what's so heartwarming is the fact that you know, if you're hearing stories from those in the previous walks, how they've impacted them and how they've impacted lives in their communities. Thank you so much for joining us.
SowetoNightOut.tours so that people can book to come through to the night walking tour. Tickets are from $250 to $1,500. The $250 ticket is tour only. $1,500, $950 includes transport, meals, and everything.
Right.
SowetoNightOut.tours. Go and book your ticket right now.
That's one for the books. Thank you so much for joining us. That was a social entrepreneur, musician, and organizer of the 4th annual BYKU Soweto Night Out and Tour Guide, Linda Dlamini, talking to us about the walk that humanizes the victims of GBV.